Massive apologies about that. I've been talking throughout the whole thing like an idiot without having my microphone on. I remember now. I was doing a lap around Silverstone. Yeah, I'm so sorry. You don't have to spam me with DMs. I'm so sorry. It's just a mistake. I only just got in, and I'm tired, so I'll try my best. But yeah, there's only 30 people watching. It's going to be massive pressure for me as well, along with the other drivers then. So Chapelele, the quickest FRL driver. There's quite a few IGK drivers. IGK up there. I think 3rd, 4th, 5th, something like that. They're definitely in the top 6, the IGK drivers. FRL, they've got Chapelele versus Toxic is in 3rd place. And can't remember who was in 2nd. And Bullet Boy was disqualified along with Sebastian Buemi, sorry. So there's 1, 2, 3. I think there's more TTG drivers, but they didn't put it in front of their names. This could be so interesting to watch. I actually can't wait for this race because there's so many quick drivers joining together as one. Right there, so Chapelele on pole ahead of Dominic, Toxic in 3rd ahead of Block, Dario and Zach, all in the IGK team. Carlsberry in 7th place ahead of Spaghetti Chips. Scopefielder in 9th ahead of FRL Ginger. Bianchi in 11th place ahead of Crockett Gamer. JM69 in 13th ahead of Nico. FRL Finley 15th ahead of Simo. Snixel, Mr. Sky 2, Mr. Sky 2i. Bullet Boy 19th ahead of last place Buemi. Yeah, apologies about the comms. I think I remember last night I was doing a lap around Town Gel and I turned all the volume off because I didn't want to have any background noise or my own voice, so apologies about that. I was talking throughout the whole one-shot qualifying, but thank you for so much for spamming me in the DMs and in the comment section. So it's going to be an interesting one at the Dutch Grand Prix. It's very difficult to overtake in my opinion. I think your main chance is down at turn 1 or potentially here because it's quite easy to mess up these corners. So there's the pit stop predictive pit stop strategy then. I think it is soft to medium. There's a couple of drivers on the medium tyres, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bianchi the highest medium runner. Got some guys behind him on the soft tyres. So how are you all doing? I'm very surprised to see 11 people already in this stream. So thank you for tuning in. So IGK Domine, what can he do? Can he get past Chapelele in the first corner? I believe he has the inside line for the first corner. Can he potentially jump him off the start? Or will it be Chapelele who gets the advantage off the start? IGK looking strong. 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Any more down there? Nope. Be nice to see Wentink drive, but I think he said his wheel's broken. This lineup is looking very quick. I know quite a few of these drivers, so it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen in this race. Is there two 50% races and one in the Netherlands and one at another track? I don't know, I didn't really read the rules, my bad. You have to tell me after this. Right then, so here are the lights then. All 20 drivers ready for this main event. Taking a long time for the lights. There they are. We're underway for round 1 then of the Dutch Grand Prix. Who gets a better start? Will it Chapelele or will it be Bianchi? Not Bianchi, sorry. Whoever's in 2nd place is telling me wrong on the graphics. Side by side into turn 1 then. I can't quite tell who's who because the graphics are just messing up here. Chapelele is in 1st place. I can't. This is so... Yeah, Chapelele is in 1st place ahead of Toxic then. Dominic in 6th place, 3rd place ahead of Blocky 4th. Dario 5th ahead of Zach in 5th place. Carlsberry in 6th place. And migrating host because I think who's left? Ginger's left. So we've got some lagging issues for Ginger then. Alright then, so... oh, migrating host. They're all... oh, are we leaving or are we restarting? I wonder what's going on. It says migrating host. I don't know what's going on then, but Ginger in 8th place. Is he back? No, he's not back. But Carlsberry has a massive lock-up into that corner there. So we come into the end of Sector 2. Then Chapelele maintains the lead ahead of Toxic in 2nd place. IGK in 3rd and 4th ahead of Dario, another IGK driver. Ginger has left the session. Snixel's left the session. So I think there could potentially a restart. Yep. People are leaving the session, so I think it's a restart. So I don't know what it's for. Maybe some people had issues getting off the line because, you know, Codemasters are like that. Maybe Chapelele just set the fastest lap with a 15.0. Bianchi has made a move on Nico. It said there, Bianchi made a move on somebody. We're all getting past Ginger. Snicks will set a 5-second fastest lap. So I think there could be a restart. I don't know. You gotta give me confirmation because I saw 3 or 4 drivers leave. So I thought it was a restart, but we're still continuing. Anyway, so look at that. IGK versus IGK down in 5th and 6th, and how are they going to play it out? So that looks like the faster car at the moment. So will Dario give it the position to catch up to the top 2 of Toxic and Chapelele? Chapelele doing his good to hold his own at the front as Simu's overtaking Mr. Sky 2 in 17th place. Chapelele has a 7/10 advantage ahead of Toxic, then 4/10 further behind is Domi. This game is embarrassing. Yep, I can agree with you on that one. Look at that, IGK 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th then. So how are they going to play it out? They're going to slipstream each other, and let's see how Toxic can cope with the pressure from the IGK drivers behind. As we head on to lap 3 then, as they Domi in close in the slipstream. Will he make a move down into turn 1? Purple to the last sector, can he make it? No, he don't. Toxic just stays ahead, but he locks up into turn 1. Any more moves? Yes, Zach versus Domi. Zach versus Dario, sorry. Zach is up into 5th place ahead of Dario, so he can catch up to the back of IGK Block and Domi. So I wonder what's happening then. Will Ginger rejoin the session? Buemi has overtaken Ginger. Will there be a restart? Chapelele doing a good job in 1st place actually, but DRS is now enabled, so will he get more pressure from the cars behind? Toxic 6/10 behind, 33/10 behind is Domi, so use that double slipstream effect to try and overtake Toxic in 2nd place. Obviously they can't do much around the 2nd DRS zone, so best saving ERS as they have massive lockups into there. I tend to look up myself and take too much curb. Oh, look at that. Crockett versus Carlsberg. Carlsberg tried to go down the inside. I think he got on the curb there, and that's what caused the rear end to step out, and Crockett Gamer stays in 7th place there. Now he's got to watch out for the car behind, which is Spaghetti, but I think there's a battle for the 1st place. Who's that? Chapelele. What's happened to Chapelele? He's weaving down the street. He's lost 5 positions. He's down in 6th place and he's left the session, so I wonder if he's... It's a restart. It's a restart. So confirmed restart then. I thought it was going to be a restart because about 3, 4, 5 drivers left the session, so I hope these drivers get passed on to the message that there'll be a restart, but thanks for the confirmation. I thought Chapelele bottled it at the last corner. So I hope all these drivers have the notifications on because they're still continuing. Or maybe there's not an invite yet. Cocky Gamers left. I think it's clear to see that a restart will be happening for these drivers if they didn't get the message now. Yeah, I can see. That's a shame really, because I thought we have some good racing like we have already on lap 4. It's just a shame to see already on early parts of Codemasters then. So who was looking strong then? For the beginning of the race, Chapelele was looking strong. He got a decent start, maintained his lead in 1st place. The IGK drivers look strong, 2nd, 3rd and 4th and 5th. Who else looking strong out there? Crockett Game is down in 6th place. Leaders left the session, so I think it's clear to see if the drivers have got the message already. They should know that everybody's leaving the session, and yep, everybody's leaving the sessions. Then I think this happened last year and 2018. When the game's released early, there's some glitches, well, quite a lot of glitches, and when it comes out early, this is what tends to happen. Oh, what's happened? Oh yeah, it's caused us to restart. Nobody crashed at the start of the race, so I wonder if people had different lights, if you know what I mean. People starting differently. The lights going quicker than other drivers. Didn't seem to affect the main drivers in 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Will there be one-shot qualifying? Because this gives these drivers another chance, especially Bullet Boy, because Bullet Boy has always got some pace on him, but he screwed up in qualified. So did Buemi. So will there be another one-shot qualifying? It won't take up too much time, but if there is, it'll give people like Bullet Boy, Snixel, Domi and Buemi and all them another chance at it. Because we know Buemi was in last place at the start of the race, so was Bullet Boy down in 19th place. I think he pitted at the end of lap 1, didn't he? Or the end of lap 4. I'm so glad I got back in time. I've been out all day. I'm so glad I got back in time for this race. I had to sprint to get back home. So Dario's not left the session. I don't think some of these... Simo's not left the session. I don't think some drivers have quite got the message, but everybody's out of the race, so should get the message. I think, yeah, I got an invite to the session, so I'll be joining that. Hey, it's nice to see 30 people watching this. It puts some massive pressure on me. Don't really have too many people watching during the live streams, but I'll try my best with commentary like I always do. Mate, one advice: do not drink the Monster Energy LH44 edition. Feeling hella weird because of it. I don't drink Monster anyways. I drink water or milk. I used to have energy drinks, but not anymore. So let's pray. Yeah, it's World Cup qualifying, so I'm glad to see that because the drivers behind deserve a second chance at it. Anyone want to come on Star Wars after this? No, Chapelele's in sweat mode because he hasn't got his mic plugged in. So we all know he's in sweat mode right there. Mate, someone must have spotted your drink because I don't recall LH44 being that bad. Yeah, can all agree. It's early parts of the stage of the game. Like there will be some improvements later on. Like it happened in 2019, probably 2018, and probably before. Probably all of them, to be honest with you. There is glitches at the very start of the game. Saying that though, they're not really big glitches. There's some small glitches in other games like Modern Warfare, Call of Duty, and all them, but not as big as F1. F1 is just an embarrassment for glitches. You would have thought by now you would have sorted it out. After all this time making the game. When I drank it, 15 minutes later, I felt like I was going to throw up, pass out and stuff. You must be drinking the wrong drink. I think you're too young for energy drinks, aren't you? Not made for people like you. Hello Bullet, nice to see you in the chat. Hello Chapelele. Hello Nova, hello Sway, hello Raikkonen, Mikulitsi, IGK Wentink, Sam Thompson. Drinking 3 a day, odd those, well in my younger day. Still young, Chapelele. Mats lekker bier zupen. It's nice to have 17 people watching, or 18 actually, or 17 because I'm one of them, reading the comments. It puts a lot of pressure on me, so I'll try my best with commentary. The highest QVR person, I actually can't remember, there was a lot of, the highest TTG driver, or second place, was Toxic. FRL had the first place with Chapelele. IGK had third, fourth, no. Someone else was the second place, I can't remember who it was. IGK definitely had the top 6. Is there any QVR drivers? Yeah, QVR Nico. Any more QVR drivers? There probably is more, but I think people like Simo, Carlsberry, are they going solo? There's CPI in here. There's only one CPI driver in here. Thanks for keeping me entertained in the comments. Already 31 comments in the space of like 10 minutes. So how many TTG drivers? Bianchi, Toxic. Toxic was the highest driver. Buemi was outside the top 10. Oh, I think he was in last place, Buemi. I think he... I want to say invalidated. I don't want to say crashed just in case I get it wrong. Yeah, that's it. That's the TTG drivers. There's 2 Italians. Well, 3 Italians actually. Dorio, Domi and Block. Then we've got... That's it. Carlsberry is in TGG. Thank you for clarifying that up. People like Crockett Gamers. I think Crockett Gamers in FRL. Snixel. Where could he go? I don't know where he could go. Scope Fielder. I don't know where he is. Mr. Sky. I don't know. Simo. Probably in QVR. Carlsberry, as you said, is in TTG. Crockett is in FRI. I thought he was. No, no brainer there. CPI is Simo. Do you know what? I bet there's a list of drivers, but I never checked Discord or Twitter. So, yeah, I think I need to start checking Discord and Twitter more because that's where all the information is. I'm not even in Discord. I don't think so. I don't have a list of drivers. Right, who's going to take pole? Is it going to be Toxic? Is it going to be Chapelele? We'll find out again. We know who Chapelele tends to bottle. Simu, Casper, me and Snix or CPI. Right, thank you for clarifying that. Well, I'll try and remember. If I don't remember, I apologise for that. Jamie is... Oh, it's custom grid. Ah. So Bullet Boy will be 19th place. Buemi will be down in 20th. 46 comments already, Jesus. Eyesight not on point. Nah, it's never is on point today. Well, never is on point any day. Mats. Hello Sam, how are you, mate? Nice to see you here. Who are you supporting? Even I feel shyer than you at the minute, and I can still see that. What the f? Just joking. Can't even read. Never mind see. Matt, why don't you take part in this race? I'm sure you're pretty fast enough. I think you can match a top 18. No, I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. Right, Chapelele in first place ahead of Domi, Toxic in third place ahead of IGK Block, Dario in fifth ahead of Zach, Carlsberry in seventh place ahead of Spaghetti Chips, Scope Fielder is in ninth place. They're CPI, aren't they? Those two are CPI. Let me go check before I get it all wrong. I don't know where Spaghetti Chips is because no one's clarified that up for me, but I know Carlsberry's in CPI. Stixel's in CPI, Scope Field in 9th, Ginger in 10th, Bianchi in 11th place, Crockett Game in 12th, ahead of QVR Nico, Finley in 14th, Simo in 15th, Snixel 16th, Mr. Sky in 17th, Bullet Boy 18th place, Buemi in 19th, and last place is CPI Casper. Was it in the last lobby, was he? I don't remember seeing Casper in the last lobby, so he must have taken up someone's spot, and he'll be started down in last place. Mate, I would've if Vapor didn't pussy out. So can Chapelele maintain his league like he did then? So I think all the drivers on the same tyres as I remember seeing last. Bianchi's on the mediums, Nico's on the mediums as well. Mr. Sky on the mediums along with Bullet Boy. Bohemi and Casper on the soft tyres. So I wonder what they're thinking. Try and get past those medium runners as quick as possible. Otherwise, you don't want to stop behind them because they ruin your strategy and ruin your chance of getting ahead of them. Especially with them being on the soft tyres towards the end. This is going to be so interesting, I can't wait for this. Whoa, what's happened to that driver there then? Who's that? Oh, sorry, it's a... I thought he was starting in last place, my bad. Thought he was glitching through the field there. There are the lights then. 5 lights. We're underway for round 1 of the Dutch Grand Prix. Will Chapelele get the best start? I think he's side by side with Domi in second place. Who's third place is Toxic. Toxic swoops around the outside of Domi in second place. There might be a collision at the back. Yes, there is a collision at the back. I think that's Finley, who's dropped all the way to the back of the field then. So he's been involved in some collision. That's the FRL driver. And there's some drivers go side by side into turn 4. Domi versus Block. Fighting for 3rd and 4th place. Chapelele first ahead of Toxic. And let's see what's going on further behind. So it wasn't really a clean lap like I thought it would be, but was that Finley? Yeah, it was Finley who dropped then. So he's the spinner down in turn 1, and that is Bullet Boy down in 19th place. Bohemi's leading the Grand Prix. Right, let me find the race leader. There is Chapelele then, still leading ahead of Toxic as the leaderboard sorts itself out. He's got a 7/10 gap over Toxic in second place, just like it was in the last race. Domi's dropped 1 position behind. I think he did that in the last race, did he? Where it swooped around the outside into turn 1. It's working clearly for Toxic. Gets better start than Domi. And we're rounding off the first lap then with Toxic, Chapelele ahead of Toxic. Domi in 3rd place at a block. Dario 5th place ahead of Carlsberg, who's under pressure from Zach behind him. Zach's lost the position to Carlsberg, but might get it back. He uses quite a lot of VOS. He's run out of VOS. He's not able to overtake him on this lap, but can he go down the inside? He might try to, go side by side without turn 1. They touch slightly, but not enough to send him into a spin, and he stays down in 4th place. In fact, Carlsberg opens up the door and allows him to take the position. So Carlsberg's mistake, but they're still side by side. Did they make contact just? But Zach is ahead of Carlsberg. What is wrong with this game? It gets me confused sometimes, so they're all the drivers then. As it sorts itself out, who's in last place? It's still Bullet Boy. Is pitted again. Not again, I mean the first time in this race like he did. So Bullet Boy has been involved in some first lap incidents, especially in the last race because he pitted, didn't he? So he's not enjoying this race. Blue flags. Who's getting lapped already? So then we have Chapelele leading ahead of Toxic. Domi in 3rd place ahead of Block. My mic. So Toxic loses the position. As we head on to lap 3 of this race, DRS will be now enabled, so the drivers can start using it to try and make some moves into turn 1. So can IGK Domi try and catch the back of Chapelele? He's in the DRS range, but only slightly. Let's see what the others are doing further behind then. I know some of them are quite close. Ginger down in 17th place. Did he start down in 10th place? So I wonder what happened to him after the start. Let's see who's the biggest losers and biggest winners then. The top 6 remain as they are. Look at that, the top 6. Well, the top 7, sorry, staying where they are. I know Zach got past Carlsberg, but now they're staying where they started. Scopefield's made at 1 place. The biggest winner is Bohemi down in 15th place. The biggest loser is Ginger, who's dropped 7 places, 10th to 17th. Massive corner cut from the purple car of Zach then. He might get a warning for that one. I know he's supposed to ride the curb, I don't know how much he rode it. As we're coming through the penultimate corner here. DRS will be enabled this lap, so who will use it to good effect? Look at that, they're so far back from each other, they can't make an overtake as the EOS drains quite heavily here, so we need to use it at the right moments. As the quite lock up into turn 1, I thought Block would spin the car, but he managed to save it. I think he locked up the rears there into turn 1, managed to get the car back under control, and Block stays in 4th place ahead of his fellow compatriot Dario, both Italians in 4th and 5th. Zach lurking behind him, the Frenchman in 6th place. He's just ahead of the Finnish man in Carlsberg in 7th place. The gap's gone down slightly between the top 2. Only just though, only by a 10th or 2. So when the pit, I'm intrigued what happens in the pits because will Domi try and do the undercut? When is the pit stops open? Can you hear me still? Just tell me if my mic goes because it will go, and I don't know because I can't hear it myself, so please tell me if it does go. Been having issues with it lately. Oh, also give me a timestamp to when it happened because I want to watch it back and hear what it sounds like. I think Simo's just passed Bianchi and he up into 11th place he goes. So Chapelele then still maintains the lead ahead of Domi. Toxic going out wide in turn 1, but doesn't matter. Block still down in 4th place. Any overtakes into turn 1? Nope. I kind of expected this because it's so hard. Ginger's made it 1 place. He's up into Casper's in the pits. No, Mr. Sky's in the pits. He's onto the hard tyres. Well, he goes to the end. He made a very early pit stop. I think he's lost his front wing because he's taken a long time to get out of the pits. There he is, getting out of the pits. And he's rejoined behind Bullet Boy, so those two are not having a good race whatsoever. I wonder who he hit the back of then, or did he hit the wall himself? We'll see the IGK drivers getting close to each other. I didn't realise there were this many IGK drivers. I know Sam Thompson's the director of IGK. I'm pretty sure he will do a good job, as he always does. IGK doing a stellar job. 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th. All of them are in the points, I think. I don't know if Simu, I don't know if Spaghetti Chips is in IGK either, but there's a move about to be done, and it's Block. He's finally got past. There's 2 IGK drivers on the podium now. He has got past Toxic. He moves up into 3rd place. I wonder what Toxic will do then. Look at the EOS difference. You look quite clearly tell Blocks use a lot of EOS. Hello, Yuri. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. 1.4 seconds now is the gap between the 2 IGK drivers, so Domi's got a bit of breathing space and he's actually caught up quite a lot. He's gained about 3/10 of the last lap to Chapelele, so Chapelele will be feeling the pressure of the Italian driver in 2nd place with DRS activated. I'm fine, thank you. I'm a bit tired, I've been out all day. I only just got back home. I would have stayed out longer if I didn't have to do commentary, but F1's more important. And Ginger's got past Buemi. Let's see how that panned out there. Was it a clean overtake? Oh, he's not even. Oh, this side by side. But I want to check the battle for the lead as Buemi stays ahead of Ginger. If you know me, you know I like to spectate all the drivers. I don't like to spectate. As we've got some drivers in the pits, that's a 5-second time penalty for IGK Block for speeding in the pits there. Quite clear as he misjudged the braking zone into the pits. He goes on to the medium tyres then. He will serve a 5-second towards the end of the pits. We've got the end of the race. We've got more drivers in the pits. Unless he makes another pit stop, he will serve it at the end. And let's see where they come out. Will they come out in traffic? As that comes out of the pits, who's that behind him? That is Casper. They go side by side, coming out of turn 1. And Casper's just ahead, so he needs to get past him as quick as possible, not spend too much time behind Casper, because you know he's fighting with the big boys in the top 3. Side by side now, he's using overtake, he's just turned it off. Back to overtake now. He hopes he overtakes him as quick as possible, because if he doesn't, he's going to spend sector 2, it spins, oh, he's in the gravel, he's in the wall I think. And he is out of the Dutch Grand Prix. A bit optimistic there from IGK Zach. I understand the circumstances, I understand he had to do it. From a driver's point of view, you want to get past him as quick as possible, but you've got to make it stick as well. Casper will not be happy with that one, and Casper is out of the Dutch Grand Prix. Then Chapelele and Domi come in the pit, so he does not do the undercut on Chapelele. Look at that, the crew just speeding out there. So Carlsberg will take the lead, then the highest medium one in 2nd place. Situations like that, You have to get past them as quick as possible. But at the same time, if you're going to do it, you're going to make it clean and make the other driver aware that you're there. Obviously, he's going to carry more speed to the corner. But like I said, it is Zach's fault, and he should. I think he'll take a penalty for that one. Could argue that Casper did open the door, encourage him to come through, but the door wasn't open enough to squeeze through. Right, now what we're going on, the top two have not pitted then, so Carlsberg and Sumo are staying out even longer. Yellow's set to 1, and that is Ginger, who spun. He also has a slight tap with the wall, and his teammate gets past him, swoops around the outside, so Ginger not having a good race there at his home Grand Prix. I'm a bit confused then, because third place has not pitted, has he? No, he's not pitted, the Spanish driver, Nico. So the guys behind have pitted. And look at that, Block and Domi have actually got past Chapelele. Should be paying a bit more attention, but Chapelele has been overtaken by Domi and Block. So the two IGK, look at the state of that ERS. What about the others? Look at that, look at Chapelele's ERS on 90% compared to Block's, who's on 5%. Do you know what? I think the IGK drivers will work together now, stay in each other's slipstream and try and stay ahead of Chapelele. He's got the ERS advantage, but those two ahead have got the track position and the slipstream effect to keep him intact and ahead of Chapelele. So Carlsberg, he's going to lose a lot of time if he don't pit. Is he hoping for a safety car around here? I don't know if safety car's on or not. Yeah, I don't know if the safety car's on or not, if he's just hoping for one or he's just going for a long stint on those soft tyres. Nico's not pitted, but he's on the medium tyres, so we know he's going to go longer than the soft runners. He will rejoin down in what? 18th place? I don't know pit stop's like. I don't know how long the pit stop is actually, even though I got told a few weeks ago. So let's see what Chapelele does then. Don't know how good he is with the ERS because I've not commentated over him before in the 2020 game. Got a lot of work on his hands though. He's got 9 laps to do something about it with those IGK drivers in front. Not be happy. God knows how he got jumped in the pits, because they both pitted at the same time. And look at that. If Domi's going to make a move on his teammate, yeah, it's going to be an easy move. Yeah, I think it's the best thing to do because he's got more ERS, got more pace, and best thing not to hold him up. And who's that ahead of us? That is Nico, who's not pitted yet. Any more moves going on further behind? We've got a driver coming out of the pits, so that's Carlsberg rejoins down in 8th place. He's on the hards. Why is he on the hards for? He should be on the medium tyres. Well, that's a mistake, surely, from Carlsberg, because he knows. Oh dear, we've got Bullet Boys retired from the session, and will that be a safety car? I wonder. In sector 3, he's crashed it, and it is not a safety car yet, or virtual. Doesn't look like it, so no safety car or virtual. I wonder if the safety car's on, because I've seen 2 crashes so far and nothing's happened. Let me go check the gameplay settings. The safety car. Safety car's off! Right, so let's not talk about safety cars anymore then in this event. You know what, I probably got told all of this in the Twitter chat, but I never pay attention in the Twitter chat. And finally, Nico comes into pits. I think he'll go on the soft tyres for the last 8 remaining laps of this race. I know Block's got a penalty, hasn't he? He's got a 5-second tyre penalty to serve. So, I think the best thing is just to hold up Chapelele as much as he can and protect his teammate in first place. So it's an IGK to 1-2 at the moment, with 4th and 5th, IGK down in 4th and 5th as well. I wonder what was the wrong decision to go on those hard tyres. How much time will he lose? Look at the battle for 8th place then between, I think those two are teammates, esports teammates, Spaghetti and Scopefielder, and they've got a Crockett game with the FRL driver down in 10th place ahead of Simo. It's a tasty battle for 9th place then, but the gap between the top two not really threatening because Block's not really gained. I don't think he has enough ERS to start putting pressure on his teammate. I don't think. We'll go have a look. No, he doesn't. Too far behind. Go back to 9th place then. Will there be overtakes happening down at turn 1? Cocker thinks about it, but too far back to make a move on the Scopefield driver. What about further back? Any more moves? No. Bianchi and Finley. Let's see if he can get this move down into turn 1. I don't think he can, too far back. Chapelele's just dropped out the 1 second DRS range of Block and Domi then. I think he must be frustrated because he was ahead coming into the pit lane, and God knows how Domi got ahead in the pits. It's a difficult track to overtake around here. Difficult track itself, to be honest with you. Quite a lot of lockups I'm seeing in the heavy braking zones around here. The end of sector 2. Personally, I like this track. I didn't like it before because I was just struggling so much, but now doing more laps around it, getting used to it, I started liking it. It's a fast track, this one, and if you get caught out, you're in the wall or in the gravel traps. Let's see then if there are going to be overtakes happening to turn 1. Simo? Nope. No overtakes will be happening down here at turn 1. And Chapelele's back in the 1 second DRS range. He's 8 tenths behind Block. Bianchi's got past Finley. There he is, going into turn 1. Easy move from him in 16th place. Interestingly, Block's still staying in that crucial 6 tenths, 5 tenths gap between his teammates. So, considering he's got lower ERS, he's still doing a good job to stay behind his teammate. Or whether they're just working together to keep ahead of Chapelele, who's got, well, used quite a lot of his ERS. So I wonder if he tried it down the main straight as Simu then close, 2 tenths behind of Crockett Gamer, but don't really think it's a place to overtake. He hits the back of him. Crockett Gamer then. Yep, no further contact made. I thought he would be heading off into gravel, but thankfully he got out of it in time. Four laps to go in this race. Chapelele is running out of time. Crucially, I thought Chapelele would win this race, but the two IGK drivers working well together, and I wonder at lap 16-17 will Block try and challenge his teammate Domi. The teamwork has been fantastic between those two, but now will Block consider fighting his teammate to win the race? No, he doesn't, because I think Block's got a 5 second time penalty, so I think there's no point fighting his teammate, because I doubt he'll build up a 5 second gap, considering the slipstream is quite effective around here. But Chapelele must be frustrated down in 3rd place. Zach's on the back of Dario then. Dario, I don't know if I'm pronouncing their names right, apologies if I'm not. Simu then tried it down here. I don't know what turn it is. The side by side, they made contact last lap. They made contact again, but it's just slight contact, so nothing major. Lap 15, and when will Chapelele make his move? If he makes a move, where will it be? Down at turn 1? Will he have to save his EOS to try and mount an attack on those two IGK drivers? And what about Zach? How hard would he fight with his esports team member? And Simu still can't get past Cocker Gamer. He's still staying down in 11th place. Got Nico behind him on, I don't know when he pitted. He pitted on lap 9, didn't he? Did Nico? Or lap 10? He's been on those tyres for what, 6 laps? And how much longer can Crockett Gamer stay ahead of Simu, because looks like he's struggling just a bit. And look at that, getting closer and closer each lap. We're not close enough to mount the challenge on the top 2. What will the German driver do then? There's two, Bianchi and Buemi then fighting for 15th place. Bianchi's caught up to his teammate quite a lot, scrapping over at 15th. Those two back on board with the leaders then. Is Chapelele close enough? I know the guy ahead has got DRS, but he's not got much ERS in his disposal. And nope, he's way too far back. This must be absolutely frustrating for Chapelele. I don't know how he lost the race in the pits, I dare say. And Zach still can't get past his teammate. Neither can Scopefield, he can't get past his teammate either, in 8th place. Ginger's got past Snixel then, so the two Dutch drivers going at it. Oh, Snixel picked up way too much throttle there, lost traction but saved the car. Too eager on the throttle there from Snixel as Ginger that gets past him. Up into 13th place he goes. Bianchi's got past Buemi, I didn't see that, so Bianchi is now ahead of Buemi. Can he catch up to Snixel in 14th place? Lap 16 out of 18 then. Chapelele must be frustrated down in 3rd place. The German driver desperate to get past these two, but it's looking like quite impossible now. I look at Domi's ERS then, so he's saved quite a lot compared to those two. In fact, combined to those two. Yep, he's way too far back. I don't think Chapelele has a chance unless one of these two make a mistake. And what about Zach? Still not close enough on his teammate. Locks up quite a lot. Oh, what about Sir Sack? No, he doesn't send it, but who spun? Carlsberry spun. Has he lost part of his front wing? He's reset the track, but has he lost part of his front wing? I don't think he has. Got away with that one. I don't know how he did, but he's got to defend now from the two drivers behind him, Spaghetti and Scopefielder. And Simo's on the back of Crockett. Still, he can't get past him. He's been behind him for nearly the whole race. This is probably Chapelele's last chance. His last chance is on the straight, but what about here? I don't think he can overtake here. So, will he go aggressive on the last lap? All or nothing from the German driver ahead of those two Italians in 1st and 2nd. Oh, they are Italian, aren't they? Yep, they are Italian. What can Chapelele do then on this last lap? Look at Block CRS, but he's got slipstream to his teammate, and I don't think he can do anything about it. Unfortunately for him. What about Zach behind? Nope, he still can't make an overtake on his teammate. What about Simu then? Is Simu close on the back of Crockett? Yes, he is. He's close, but look at his ERS. Can he make a move down into turn 1? And he's too far back for that one, so I'm afraid he will not be scoring a point unless Crockett's got penalties, which I've not seen quite a few drivers get penalties, so it must be on a... Bianchi is on the back of Snixel. Can Bianchi make a move? Chapelele 1/10 behind. Chapelele is 1/10 behind. So sorry to Bianchi, but I've got to keep an eye on the battle for 2nd place. What can the German driver do then? This is the last lap. Will he risk a move down into the heavy braking zone? And I dare say, like I've always said for the past few laps, he's way too far back. And that's probably it for Chapelele. Not be happy with that one. Last lap battle's going on then. Zach still can't get past Dario. Let me go to the top 2 then, because we've got Domi, who will cross the line to finish in 1st place ahead of Chapelele. Yep, Chapelele finishes 2nd, Block in 3rd place. Dario's in 3rd place. Zach will finish in 5th ahead of Carlsberry. Zach's in 6th, sorry, Toxic in 5th. Carlsberry will finish in 7th place. Spaghetti Chips in 8th place ahead of Scopefielder. Crockett Gamer in 10th ahead of Simu. Nico in 12th ahead of Ginger. Snixel and Bianchi will not make a move on Snixel. He will finish down in 14th. Bianchi in 15th place. Buemi in 16th place. Finley in 17th, and Master Sky is the last driver to cross the line, and he will finish down in 18th place then. Overall, I don't think it was a bad race, but it's hard overtaking around here, especially with the ERS system, because a lot of drivers drain their ERS quite a lot. Especially me, because it's so hard to save ERS around, well, I think all of the tracks really. There he is then, the Italian, a 1-3. Could have been a 1-2, but he sped in the pit lane. But still, overall, still a good result for IGK. IGK have had a solid result here, so part of them, they've done a good job. Got some solid drivers as well. Didn't realise there were so many guys in IGK. Solid result for Chapelele as well. Got to give credit to Chapelele. He was surrounded by the IGK drivers. He managed to finish 2nd in the end. There are all your classifications then. And the 2 DNFs are Casper and Bullet Boy. Not as many penalties I was expecting from those drivers, but they've done a good job overall. Hoping for a better race next time out in wherever it is. China next. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know if I don't know what track's next. Who would you pick as your driver of the day then? And who do you think's done a good job overall in that race? Yes, you're right, Timmert. It is China. And Domis had the fastest lap, so he has a 8-point advantage over Chapelele. Who holds you in the pit, Sharp? I didn't really see it. Who holds you in the pits? What's happened to the stream? I don't know. What is happening to the stream? Please tell me, Timmets, because I'm getting quite paranoid now. Two guys. Oh, he got held back. Got held back in the pits. That's really unlucky. Who will win the Chinese Grand Prix then? This could be an interesting race to watch. I'll take a short break. I'll come back in one-shot quality. Eight, 69 comments already, Jesus. More than I've ever had. Thank you for watching the stream. Who will win the Chinese Grand Prix then? Whoever's hosted this event has done a very good job. I don't want to say the names just to get it wrong, but I think Ginger's behind this. Finley could possibly be behind this, so shout out to Ginger and anyone who's done this, because all the quick drivers joined together in a quick race. It's been amazing to watch. Had a few incidents, but not major. The biggest incidents we're seeing was Zach and Casper. But thank you for putting this event together. I almost missed it because I stayed out too long with my mates. So yeah, it's Ginger's idea. So well done, Ginger, for creating this idea. You've done a very good job. I would never thought of doing this because I'd be too lazy to do so. And let's see how much I get paid after this then. No, I'm kidding. Right then, so as we come down into turn 1, then I think you let the engine do the braking then. Turn at the 50-meter board. Don't use a lot of brakes. Use a lot of brake power into the first corner or second corner. This is turn 3, I think. Short shifted to minimise wheel spin on the exit. Full power now as we come into turn this 5 here. Coming down into turn 6, I think it's a 100-meter braking. He brought it down into first gear. Slow in, fast out corner. And this is turn 7, isn't it? Turn 7, I think you go flat out now in turn 7. Slight lift off through turn 8. Stay as tight as possible to the corner. Open up the corner for this one, late apex. Save for this one, working up through the gears. Short shifted to get a better traction. And this is where I struggle the most. Look at that, losing the car because I think he was ambitious to get on the power. Short shifting. Look at that, he short shifted quite a lot there. Probably lost a bit of time. I think he could have took more revs through there. DRS wide open on this long back straight. Heading into a heavy braking zone. 100-meter board braking, turn 13. Hit the apex nicely there. Coming through the last corner then. Brake at the shadow. On the throttle we go, and this will be a 29.0. As Buemi was disqualified from the session, I also remember Sebastian Buemi losing both his front wheels at 2010 Chinese GP. So then, it is IGK 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chapalela down in 6th place. Toxic in 7th place ahead of Bullet Boy. Nico in 9th ahead of Simu. Ginger in 11th place ahead of Carlsberry. Crocker Gamer in 13th, sorry. Mister in 14th. Finley in 15th. Spaghetti Chips in 16th. Scopefield, Snixel and Buemi, who's just got disqualified. 19 drivers. And I think we're missing Casper. Yep, we are missing Casper. It's a shame really, Casper, because I think he was too angry to continue, and I would fully understood that. I think he had no intention to continue. So look at the gap, look at that, 1/10 between the top 3. I think Zach's French as well. Poker. Don't know what you mean by that, Simone. Hopefully no glitches in this session. Hopefully goes to plan. Hopefully no restart. Sam Thompson, the IGK director, I think. IGK 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sam. It's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not. Sorry about that. I think I got a bit too excited there. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. IGK then putting in a dominant performance here. The only driver I know is Zach in IGK. I know Wedtink, but the driver's in this way, so I only know Zach. I don't know Block, Domi or Dario. Hope you're doing well, Sam. I think you'll do a good job of being a director. I'm glad you're a director of IGK. I think you deserve it. 4 drivers and 5 teams. Yeah, I think you deserve... Oh yeah, of course it is. How stupid can I be? Yeah, I think you deserve being an IGK and being a director, because I know you're going to do such a good job and help the team. I think IGK is becoming a strong team. Might even join it. We'll find out. No worries, Sam, no worries. It's okay, it's okay. 14 laps of this Chinese Grand Prix then. The strategy is soft and medium. Oh, I think... Oh, Carsberry, the only guy on the medium tyres. Interesting then. Well, I thought the other guys, because I know tyre wear is not good around here. And in the 50% race, I know they use mediums to hards. So, that's interesting from Carsberry being the only man on those medium tyres. You would have thought other drivers would have tried. It's only 14 laps into it, so I don't think it makes much of a difference. But if it's a 28 lap race, then I would be surprised. Loving the Italians. Zach's not Italian, I think he's French. Bianchi's done a good job though, down in 5th place. He was struggling at the Netherlands, and now he's done a good job performance, put it up in 5th place. So Bianchi is up there 5th. I forgot to shout him out there, but let's see what he can do then. Bianchi, he got Chapelele right behind him and Toxic there too. So then, 5 lights. We are waiting for... Sorry, it's a bit too early. We are waiting for the Chinese Grand Prix then. Who gets a better start? Will it be Block or will it be Domi? I think it is quite clear that it is Block. He's up into 1st place. Side by side goes the two, Zach and Dario. Spinner! There's been a spin down at turn 1. There's been another contact. A spinner again. So quite a few incidents happening, and that's Bullet Boy is out of the race. And who else was it? Crockett Gamer. Chapelele's down there as well. Chapelele's made contact with somebody. So has Crockett Gamer. As we head down into turn 6 there, will any overtakes will be happening. Toxic's outbroke himself. His teammate's got through. That's not his teammate. That's yeah, it is his teammate. Simu is up into 7th place ahead of Toxic. He can't be asked. Ah, unlucky though. But look at the around the outside. Who's that? Who is that around the outside? That's Carsberry, isn't it? No, it's not Carsberry. It's Spaghetti Chips. He's around the outside and he's ahead of Carsberry. He moves himself up into 9th place. You don't see an overtake happen there really. But who's that coming through then? Down the inside goes Mr. Sky, but the guy behind him has got full wind damage, and that is Carsberry. Carsberry's got full wind damage, and he might have to come into the pits because he'll suffer understeer. Understeer. I think he got pushed as well by Nico. They go side by side, but I want to keep it out. Look at the midfield battle there as well. Look at that, all down the straight then. And the green car 5 wide. No, that's going to end badly, I dare say. Down the inside goes Spaghetti Chips on Toxic, but it's 4 wide down here. Take it nice and easy, boys. It's only lap 1. Sticks up, Carsberry, Nico, Finley, Chapelele all got involved in that battle there. As the IGK drivers then is 1, 2, 3 with Finley in 4th place. Finley up into 4th. That's not Finley, that's Ginger. Don't know why I said Finley, but Ginger up into 4th place then. Where did he even start? Simu's in the pits apparently. Do you know what? I don't think he's up to date. I don't think these graphics are up to date. I don't know if Ginger's in 1st place because Zach's in 1st place. So let me give it time to sort itself out before I can actually tell you what's going on. But we head down into turn 6 then. Buemi's down the inside of Finley. They go side by side, but Finley I think has the upper hand coming out of turn 6, unless Buemi will try and swing it around the outside, which he can't do. Well, he's going to try it, but Finley cuts him off and Finley stays up into 30th place. So unless he goes wide, which he does, Buemi will have a shot back at him down into, look at that, around the outside. Remember Schumacher and Hamilton doing that in 2010 China. And Buemi is up into 5th place, 12th place, sorry, ahead of Finley. On this long back straight then, heading on to lap 2, no DRS enabled yet. I know it says lap 3, but it's a glitch. As you can see, none of them are using DRS because they don't have it. I think they're too far away from each other to make an overtake, except Zach, but he won't make a move down there. That was a lovely move from Buemi though. Gotta give credit to him because I would have tried it, I would have backed out. But Buemi though, giving out, shoving his elbows, and Bianchi's in the pits. Bianchi and Ginger are in the pits. So is this an early pit stop to get rid of the soft tyres? Is it an undercut? Have they made contact? We'll find out as they head into the pits then. Is it a full wind change? No, it's not. It's a scheduled pit stop. They're moving on to the medium tyres to get rid of those soft tyres. The soft tyres don't really last long unless they want to undercut all of them. Yep, early undercut. thought it myself. We've got a spinner down there. That's Carlsberg. He's spinning. He's on the hard tyres. That pretty much sums up his race. Going bad to worse. We're on lap 3 then of lap 14. And let's see how fast Ginger and Bianchi can go on those medium tyres. But maybe he's dropped down into 10th place. Oh yeah, of course he has. I'm thinking about the wrong driver in TTG. Interesting, but I'll go for 7th place between Nico, Schnitzel and Scoper Fielder. But we go on the battle for top 3 then, because they're all in DRS range of each other. As you can see, he's just way too far back. They're all too far back to overtake each other, but these two are not. I remember these two fighting in the other race as Mr. Sky. I think he makes his overtake easy down into turn 13, and he has. Sky is up into 5th place ahead of Spaghetti. Can Spaghetti do an undercut? I don't think he can. They get the best of exits then. So Bianchi is behind Simu as Dario's in the pits then. Early pit stop for everybody to get rid of those soft tyres. I dare say Carlsberg could be leading this race by now because he was on those medium tyres at the start, but making those mistakes earlier on has cost him a lot. I think there might be a double stack here because they don't know exactly who your teammate is. So you just got to be careful. Buemi's in the pits as well on the medium tyres he goes. I don't think anyone's had a double stack. So where is Bianchi? Ginger's gone through. What about Bianchi? Has he gone through? Yes, he has. He's ahead of Spaghetti, Nico, Schnitzel and Buemi. Oh, look at that around the outside. Goes Toxic. Into turn 2 we go then. Will he push him out wide? He has the inside line for turn 3. Let's hope he don't understeer into him like he just did there. Coming side by side out of turn 4 then. Giving each other enough room and respect as we continue the fight down into turn 6. And Nico has the inside line, but Spaghetti outbroke him, Toxic outbroke him into turn 6. Has the upper hand and he has the inside line, unless Nico will swoop around the outside, which he does. And this is lovely racing from the pair of them as they continue it down into turn 7, turn 8, turn 9. Look at that, still side by side. And I dare say Toxic had the right to make that move because he had the racing line and he weaves in front of him. I wonder if he's weaving to say I'm sorry because I don't think he meant it. So that's a bit of a risk, don't you think? That is quite a bit of a risk because you don't know if you're the exact teammates or not. Oh, they double stack. I think they're going to double stack. Yes, they are. They're going to double stack. Oh, that's a shame. That has cost him a lot of time. That's what I mean by risking it. All 3 of you coming to the pits. That is going to cost him a lot of time. Zach Block rejoins in 1st place ahead of Zach. And Ginger gets ahead of, who is it? Zach. They're side by side now coming to turn 2. Can Ginger get ahead? Who's that? That's Block. He's off the track. Block is off the track into turn 2. Where is he? He's down in where? 4th place. Ginger's on the podium for FRL. Well, I was very interested. I wonder what Block did. Did he just plain understeer off the track because the tyres did not have any temperature into those? Well, that's a real shame for Block. And Domi tried it down the inside. He's going to be absolutely frustrated for that one. I've got to say, this is lovely battles going on between, I think it was Buemi, Bianchi, I think, and Simo. Oh, look at that, Domi climbing all over the back on Mr. Sky. Ginger's picked up a 3-second time penalty. And he has picked up a 3-second time penalty. I don't think it's the game's fault because it's not the game's fault. It always happens because you don't know who's your teammate. These, I know they're in the same car livery, but it doesn't mean he's your teammate. You could be teammates like, for instance, Ginger and Block could be teammates. I don't think it's the game's fault. As Block goes down the inside then, into turn 13. We'll try and stick it around the outside with Ginger. I think we have DRS for the next one as well. And Block is ahead of Ginger. Block is back ahead of Ginger then. There's an IGK 1-2-3. Bianchi's doing a good job down in 6th place compared to what he did in Vietnam. No, the Netherlands, sorry. And Buemi's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Quite common around this track. Probably did it at the final corner. And you can see Bianchi all over the back. As Domi gets past then, into turn 3 we go, side by side. And Master Sky is ahead of Domi. Domi's still back in 10th place. I thought he would have done it by now, but Bianchi going around the outside of turn 6, sorry. But Simo has the inside line. Here comes the rest of the field then. Male overtakes will be happening. Nope. Who's the manager's director of CPI, FRL and QVR? I think QVR Verstappen is one of them. CPI, I don't know. And FRL is Ginger. Ginger for FRL, QVR Verstappen possibly. Is quite a common name. But is that then all over the back of his teammate? Interesting, not using the EOS button. Probably use it at the very last second. Now he stays behind him, not making an overtake. I wonder if he's using that slipstream just to save overtake button. But look at Bianchi there, going down the inside into turn 13. And I got it right, it was QBR Verstappen. As they go side by side, through the final corner we go. Sibu's still ahead of Bianchi. Bianchi will be frustrated as Domi still can't get past those 3 cars ahead of him. And look at Bianchi then. We'll go down the inside into turn 1 and to turn 2. And an easy move from Bianchi there. He's ahead of Simo. Further behind, Domi still can't get past Mr. Sky, sorry, or Chapelele. Chapelele still can't get past Spaghetti Chips. They're doing a good job to keep their own. Oh, who's spun there then? Is that Cocky Gamer? No, it is Carsberry. Bianchi's doing an outstanding job in 5th place. Chapelele versus Spaghetti Chips, then down the inside into turn 6. They go side by side. We head down into turn 7. And Spaghetti Chips stays ahead of Chapelele. But we'll try and run the outside. I don't think he will. Quite easy to pick up understeer through that corner there. Domi goes down the inside of Mr. Sky. Good move from Domi there. You don't see overtakes happening there quite often. But look at that. Toxiled ready to take advantage of Mr. Sky. Buemi down in 16th, putting pressure on Finley. Crockett Gamer there as well. Look at that then. Is he using the EOS button? Not really. Probably saving it. As we've got a spinner. That is Domi. Chapelele. It's actually Chapelele. Chapelele is out of the Grand Prix. And he's taking somebody out with him. Or someone's taking him out. And Zach is in 1st place at the Dario. Block is in 3rd ahead of Ginger. Toxic getting a bit close between Master Sky and Master Toxic. Well, 2 drivers retired at the same time as Mr. Sky versus Toxic. Still goes on. He stays in 8th place ahead of Toxic. Yeah, Chapelele and Domi retired at the same time, so I wonder if those 2 collected each other and crashed into the wall. And Block's got past Domi. No, Block's got past Dario. Up into 2nd place he goes. Do you know what? Block made that mistake in turn 1. He fell behind Ginger and he's managed to get himself back up into 2nd place. So that mistake hasn't phased him whatsoever, and he's on the hunt for his teammate in 1st. Toxic all over the back on Mr. Sky. We're on lap 8 or 14, feels like I've been here for a long time. We've provided so much good action in this race. So 4 timers then, CPI, Bullet Boy, Carsberry, Domi and Chapelele. And Block then has less EOS than Zach, but he's not using it. He's got closer, closer, closer. Will he make an overtake? No, he doesn't. He backs out. That's what Zach did to Dario. So I wonder if it's just an EOS tactic to save it and stay behind him in the slipstream. Will Toxic make a move on Mr. Sky? No, he doesn't. Too far back. And look at Finley then, all over the back of Buemi. And Finley is up into 30th place. He's got Crockett right behind him. I don't want anyone to collide, so don't say that in the comments. I don't want anyone to collide. I know it's your team down in 4th place. Can Ginger pick up a podium or win? Depends if these 3 step on each other's toes. Lenny is defending so dirty. Who is Lenny? Is that Domi? Is Lenny Doney? I don't know who it is. All stuck in that dirty DRS train. Dirty air is effective around this track, or effective around in this game. The battle for top 3 is looking tasty then between the three IGK drivers. Spaghetti Chips then, 7th place, has been complained we're about Chapelele, so that might have to be investigated if that's true what Chapelele is saying. Finley's picked up a 3-second time penalty. Blocks not using his ERS to get past Zach. Probably a tactical thing to do to save it. And yep, he's lifting and coasting through the corners, not making his move. Quite smart from the IGK drivers, not going for it straight away. I think other drivers should learn from that too, including myself. Moving under braking at every move I tried that, man. Look at that, goes down the inside end, and that is Buemi versus Crockett Gamer. 3 wide, I think Finley's made a mistake, he's outbroke himself. Finley's lost 2 positions in 1 corner. And he has to settle behind Buemi. Buemi all over the back of Crockett Gamer. Will he make a move on Crockett Gamer? That's 1 move, he's not allowed to make 2. And no, he doesn't. Look at that, a block all over the back of Zach then. Look at the understairs picking up through there. The dirty air's really costing him. Same with Dario as well. Engine temperature's getting high. And Bianchi's pulling away from Simo. Toxic's all over the back of Mr. Sky. Nico's there as well, down in 10th place. Scopefield in 10th place. Snixel down in 12th. The German driver running his own race. Crockett Gamer 30th place out of Buemi and Finley. Zach. Oh, sorry about that. Where is he? There he is. And yeah, he's making an overtake. Block has overtaken Zach, and he goes up into 1st place. Zach trying to do a switch back on him. He's got loads of ERS compared to Block, so I wonder if he's just abused it down that straight. There is 4 laps to go after this. Zach try and fight back on Block as we head down into turn 1. The red light flashing indicates he's losing power down the straight. He turns off DRS quite early there. Before turn 1. Anyone else but trying to make an overtake? Toxics, can he finally get past Mr. Sky? Yes, he can. He's finally overtaken him after spending a long time behind him. Now he's gonna uncool. A bit of correction through the big corner there from Mr. Sky. Probably lost feel in his steering there. This IGK battle is really heated up. Thing is though, these 3 cannot step on their own toes, because if they do, they'll hand over a podium to Ginger. That'll be the 2nd podium in a row for FRL. Chapelele got 2nd in the last race. Ginger, can he get a podium if these 3 step on their own toes? Doesn't look like it. Being fair and clean racing, tactical racing from all 3 of them. Sumu's back in the DRS range of Bianchi, so let's see how that battle goes in the future. Look at Block, the red light flashing, saying he's got no ERS, he's drained it all, and Zach's not going to make a move. I wonder if he's going to make a move on the last lap, I wonder. And Sumu's way too far back to make a move on Bianchi. We head on to lap 12 out of 14, 2 laps to go in this race. Block's going to have a hard time saving the ERS. I wonder how he will manage under pressure from the 2 guys behind him. And what about the guys behind? Any battles behind? It looks like Nico's caught up to the back of Sky. 9th, 10th and 11th all in the same team. So is 8th place. No, 7th place, sorry. Spaghetti Chips is the highest QVR driver, if I'm correct. And Mr. Sky, Toxic's been in the gravel. Toxic has dipped, well, I think he's dipped all 4 wheels of the gravel there, and he's dropped back into 11th place at the points. He's been overtaken by all 3 QVR drivers. So all that hard work wasted. Now we have to try and fight back on those 3 drivers ahead of him. Back on board with that then. Lap 12 out of lap 14. Dario 5 tenths behind him as well. Let's see if Zach will make an overtake. Notice he's been struggling through there in turn 12, the long right-hander. Good move from Nico there. From the Spanish driver making places. Go on, ball back on them because they're so close to each other. No moves we're making down here. What about Finley and Buemi then? Finley's too far back to make a move on Buemi. I think it's time to use his EOS. I think not this lap, probably next lap, but he needs to start using it. He's got barely any left. Same as Block. What about Ginger's? Yeah, he's got roughly the same. Same as everybody really. Who's got the most EOS? 51% from Nico. And Snixel's got 60%. So Snixel's got the highest EOS. Probably started. Oh, look at that! The car just sliding mid corner there. I think that's what's cost him. You know, that downhill right-hander. It's just cost him a lot because he's dropping further back off block, and he's in the red zone of his EOS as well. So that's cost him a lot. What if he's just struggling through the dirty air? Go back on board with Toxic because he's 2/10 behind. But he's got no EOS, and he will have to stay behind Scopefield unless he goes for an move. Oh, he's going to go for it down the inside. That's a long way back, probably unpredictable. I don't think Scopefield expected it, but I think he outworked himself, and Toxic is ahead of Scopefielder then. Good move from Toxic, whether he meant it or not. But we're on the last lap of the Chinese Grand Prix then. What will Zach do? Will he make his move? Will he try and correct it first through that turn 12 corner, turn 13 to turn 12? He's been stuck behind him for so long. I think now is just the time to look at that oversteer off the track. I think he's losing a lot of tyre wear. They're both on the same age of tyres, but Dario's one lap all the tyres. You can see the graining on the left hand side as well of Dario's already locked up. I think he's lost his opportunity there because he could have overtaken him a few laps ago, but he didn't do it. And now his tyres are going, he can't do it. Now that's his chance over. Now he's going to have to defend from his fellow teammate behind him. And I don't think he'd go for it. No. You know what? I thought he would have gone for it there, but I think wisely of it. I don't think he. Oh, look at that! Look at the exit. Massive oversteer quit out of turn 14. But anyways, Zach's Block's done a good job considering Bianchi versus Simo. They go side by side, coming out of. I think Simo tried it, considering he was a long way back from behind Bianchi. Bianchi will come home to finish in 5th place ahead of Simo. Spaghetti Chips will finish in 7th place ahead of QVR Nico. I think all of them score points except one, who's just out of the points. Stixer will come across the line. Lowly Race down in 12th place. Cocky Gamer 13th place. Finley down in 14th. Buemi down in 15th place. And the last man's crossed the line. I was really looking forward to that battle towards the end of the race, but I think his tyres just went. I should have looked at Bianchi and Simo. Driver of the day, Spaghetti Chips. But I think Block's done an amazing job. He fell from what, 1st to 4th? He's managed to win the race because after that first pit stop he went off the track, rejoined down in 4th place. He managed to overtake his own team and Ginger as well. So Block wins the race ahead of Zach. Dario 3rd place, Ginger in 4th ahead of Bianchi. Bianchi's done an amazing job down in 5th. Simo was 6th place, made that last lap lunge but it didn't quite work out because Bianchi, I think he cut back on him. Spaghetti in 7th place. QVR Nico, Mr. Sky, Toxic, Scopefielder, Stixel, Crockett, Finley and Buemi, and there's your 4 DNFs. Chapelele, Domi, Carlsberry and Bullet Boy. Bullet Boy's retired twice in these 2 races, so he'll be clearly last in the championship standings, so he needs to pull his finger out his arse and try and do something about it. And Casper as well, if Casper joins back, because I know he didn't take part in the second race. That was an interesting second race. I enjoyed that one, considering the battles we had through turn 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 continued all the way there, ended at the 3rd sector. overall I enjoyed that race. Who knows where Chapelele and Domi could have been. Ginger from 11th to 4th. He's had an amazing drive. Zach started in 3rd. Both of them gained 1 place. Simu sort of started down in 10th. Spaghetti Chips 16th to 7th. Roller coaster ride for him. QVR Sky 14th to 9th. The standings there. Let's go check the championship standings. So, Block leads as Italian 1-2-3. Leads 8 points ahead of Dario. Domi 12 points behind him. Zach down in 4th place. Chapelele down in 5th place. Ginger moves up into 6th. Joint points with Spaghetti Chips. Toxic in 8th place. Bianchi in 9th, scoring 10 points. Sibu 10th, scoring 8 points. Scofielder in 11th, scoring 4 points. Joint with Nico. So I think there's 4 drivers tying on the same points there. So Block is our championship leader, and it's quite clear there's an IGK in first in the constructors. I think we're done now, aren't we? Those were the 2 races, I think. I don't think there's another race, so I think we're done. I think that was just the first race. Got a bit boring towards the end, but it was the Netherlands as expected. I think driver of the day would have gone to Bianchi. He's done an amazing job. But yeah, thank you Ginger for organising this. Yes, like I said, thank you Ginger for organising this. You did a good job of organising this event, getting QVR, FRL, IGK, and who was the other one? CPI. So you did an amazing job to get 4 teams. I think it's 5 teams. There's one more team in there. TTG, of course there is. So thank you Ginger for organising this event. You did an amazing job, as always. And we'll see you all next week. Same time, same place. Oh yeah, I was thinking about podium interviews, but the top 3 are Italian, and I don't know if they can speak English or not. But if there's any English, any drivers that can speak English, I might give them a podium interview. Should have done that last race, but I had no time. So yeah, we'll see you all later for the next race. Bye bye for now. Take care of yourselves and have a good night.